Well, the Ottawa Mission says that it is dealing with unprecedented need in the community in its annual impact report. The annual report has found Ottawa residents continue to grapple with the lack of affordable housing, as well as record food insecurity, as well as hunger. But there is some good news as well when it comes to providing more assistance for asylum seekers. Joining me now is Peter Tilley. He is the CEO of the Ottawa Mission, and very good timing to have you on this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Will.
So overall, what does this report tell us about the level of homelessness within the city? Because obviously, declaring the state of emergency years back, and then here we are with these record-setting numbers.
Yeah, here we are 5 years since the city declared a state of emergency with the condition of homelessness in the city of Ottawa, and things are more challenging than they've ever been. Despite the efforts of the municipal government, the city government, we find that some of the other levels of government, our federal and provincial partners, haven't quite come to the table as much as we need them to come to the table for the big initiatives. So the mission is facing record numbers of people staying at the Ottawa Mission. That not only have we been at full capacity since the pandemic broke, putting mats down every night on the chapel room floor, this month alone we've averaged 16 people sleeping in the waiting area on chairs, curled up on the floor. It's not an answer, especially with the cold Canadian winter coming around the corner.
And I have to ask you, Peter, before we move on to actually what's some good news coming from the report, why do you feel like these numbers have just continued to jump up? Was it the pandemic? Is it something else going on? Because year over year, we're seeing these really terrifying numbers in our community.
I think part of it, Will, that people don't address is the number of people who gravitate to the big cities. And we're seeing it right across Canada, from the smaller communities. When you suddenly in a challenging situation and you leave home, or you've just been displaced, maybe you couldn't pay the rent, maybe you're suffering from addiction or mental health issues. Quite often people gravitate to the big city, but also the numbers of people, I think, who are suffering and can't make ends meet. It's just we're looking at inflationary costs out of control, rent that are out of control. We see so many people who are unhoused who really are ready to be housed and could be housed if they could just afford to be housed and afford to buy the groceries to live in that house. It's very challenging times we're in right now.
Multiple factors contributing to those record high numbers. But there was some good news coming out of the report as well. And we always love to shine a light on the positivity, because of course it's really easy to focus on the negativity of those numbers, but there's some goodness in the report as well.
So the idea of our annual impact report, scripted and put together for many late nights by our Director of Comms, Aileen Leo, highlights to our donors, here's the impacts you're getting for your investment in the Ottawa Mission, and things like we placed 270 people into housing. People don't realize we have a very vibrant, active housing department that moved people out of the shelter system. We fed 1.2 million people. We had 1.2 million meals with the food truck program and in-house with the shelter meals last year alone. Unprecedented numbers. And then you see the 107 people we assisted through our addiction and trauma services, the 65 people we assisted with in-house mental health supports, all these efforts to move people out of the shelter system and place them into housing.
Yeah, well, Peter, we really appreciate you coming on the show this morning and giving us a little bit more of a debrief on that annual report. And hopefully we can have the community come together and take those record numbers and have some positivity on the way.
That'd be a dream come true, yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Peter Tilley,
Thanks, Will.
CEO of the Ottawa Mission, joining us this morning.